Today on Creating Joy, I'm going to share with you my experience on making some easy and quick curtains for fall. So come along with me to my dining room as we begin measuring. So this is my dining room window, and as you can see, there's a curtain rod at the top. I love decorating all over my house. And one of the ways I decorate in my dining room is by changing out the curtains for the different seasons. For summer, I have these really pretty blue ones that go along with the blue flower I have on the wall. And I have wanted some fall curtains for quite a while. And this last week, Missouri Star Quilt Company had their daily deal of this fall fabric that was just gorgeous. And I could totally see them as curtains. So I went ahead and bought that. And first of all, we're going to measure our window. So I found that if I'm doing it by myself, it's much easier to start from the top. And if I push on my lock on my measuring tape, then it makes it easier. It stays. I can just pull it out. I can hold it up here and then make it go down to where I want it to be. Once it's down there, then I can look, make sure it's to the top, on top of my curtain, and I can see that it's about 66 inches. Okay? So now we've got that for the length. Now we're going to do the width. We're going to take it from the center over to the side, and we've got 35 inches. Okay, now that we have those measurements, now we can head on downstairs to my sewing room and start preparing the fabric. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and I ironed it, and then I cut off my selvage. And now you have to decide which end is going to be your top, which is your bottom. Look at your fabric, if it's directional. So to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to iron down the sides. We're going to just roll them twice, iron it and pin it, and we're going to go all the way down and around and up, and then we'll come back and show you how to do the top where the curtain rod goes. We're going to go ahead and sew all of them first, then we're going to come back here and I'll show you how to do the curtain rod portion. Now that we have the sides all sewn up, now it's prepared so that we can make the casing for our curtain rod. So I'm just going to iron it, make sure that it's flat in this area and ready to go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just fold down about 1/4 of an inch and press all the way down. So the next thing we're going to do is get this tool. I love this tool right here. So you can go ahead, it's a little ruler. It comes in a lot of the better sewing kits that are out there. So I want my seam to be about 2 inches. I may do more after I fold out, I'll be able to see approximately. Okay, so here we have, it's actually 2.5 inches. Okay, so whatever you're doing, you're going to mark it with this, and then you're going to slide it down as you go to make sure that the whole entire thing is the same. Okay, so I'm going to actually start on this end because I'm right-handed. I'm going to keep it at 2 inches. I'm remembering the measurements that I have and how long I want it to be. If I wanted it to, so there with your curtain rod, you can actually, if you want, there's 2 different ways. You can either slide it over the bob at the bottom. There's like the balls, or you can separate it out and then just slide it through. So there's different ways. If you want to do that, you could even make it a little bit smaller if you need the length. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the 2-inch to make sure that I have enough fabric for the length that I had measured out and the math that I did for how long I want it. Okay, so now we're going to go sew, and we're going to sew right along the very edge. Okay, so here we have our curtain. You can see how it's all folded down and sewn, and we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing for the other side, and then I'll meet you upstairs and show you how it looks on my curtain rod. Now that my curtain is all done, I'm going to go ahead and take my curtain rod down and separate it, and then put one side of the curtain on one rod and one on the other, and then connect it back up. So here we have my fall curtains all ready, and they're up for fall, and I'm so excited. Like I said, fall is my favorite time of the year. And I just love the oranges and the greens and the browns all put together in this beautiful Robert Kaufman fabric. So thank you so much for joining me this week as we created curtains for our dining room. And I'll see you next week on Creating Joy.